they published like a headline saying because they're like they're South Dublin. They used to be a South Dublin paper company. They said stay home and read Shakespeare, something like that. Which is just such an insane. There's like people fighting.
I feel like the Irish Times just tries to do too much for what they can. I see what they're trying to do, but they just can't. They've done it. You cannot.
Yeah, they're trying to be mean international. Yeah. Like, I think they do have a lot of good people working for them, but whoever's like running their stuff, I think it's just not very.
Just like be real with yourself. Be a Dublin-centric Irish newspaper.
And they go to their opinions. All of their opinions about Dublin, especially, are really bad.
Because you're all of this outside.
Yeah, it's just.
But like, through you as politicians, talk about Irish American relations. You have a lot of history of migration there, but do it in fucking Dublin.
People should be more involved in politics.
That's also, I remember when the election were nothing. As if Ireland, and especially Northern Ireland, is not one of the biggest markets of the EU, because the EU invested so much in that piece up there, and it's much
You just going to Belfast, you take the Belfast train, it's as EU funded.
I don't know why, like the EU has loads of things, like they build walls around their borders and literally like all there.
Yeah.
But also, it is, I don't know, make people more aware of this.
My friend Radu, you might be able to tell from his name, he's half Romanian. And he visits his brother in like Bosnia a lot of the time, and he just said that at the borders, they just like paid the guards to not check them and stuff. And he also said he went to like, I don't remember if it was in Bosnia, but they were just like shooting people with no orders.
It's the camps in Greek.
Yeah.
I remember that was a big story in Germany, because I think it was a German newspaper, so I covered that. And but I don't like my dad, I talk with him a lot about it. He always when we talk about the US, he said, oh, we're not better in Europe, we're also building walls. And I'm like, I get that, but it doesn't discourage us from my dad is a lot of water watches.
It's also like it's much easier. Like obviously the US is one country, and just saying Europe is not as this is not. Obviously, individual countries are going to have like obviously they should not be doing that. They're going to have their own policies.
I don't know, just like do you know Bolt? I never supported so Bolt. I think they were suffering on it. It was a kind of journey and it's one party which is only at European level, and they candidated everything. They also have a few because they're really, it's like a startup idea in New York, like Europeans studying in New York, and it's where people like class, and then they for example they want a reform there against NATO, which I'm always kind of like complicated topic.
Yeah, it's very complex. And at this moment in time, with like Ukraine, maybe we should be behind NATO.
What do you? Because the European army,
Yeah.
I don't know what to think about that.
I think NATO's just better than it's just better than like why kill the thing? I understand why because the US is seemingly going to blow up the country, and I do think that maybe this is like just years of propaganda and stuff, and I do think the US military is sort of maybe everyone's
I will give it to the US. I don't think it's the guy was the NATO thing and then.
No, I understand that. It's more like
but you have to make it more. You don't. I don't even know what make it easy. Don't have to requirements.
I think it's just like once you're so involved in your own country, so you can help with that UTI. Who said that?
Where were we?
I just think countries are so involved with their own politics that it's really difficult.
But that's a perfect example where education comes in.
Yeah.
That's why we had an EU module. We had to write a whole exam about the EU. It doesn't have everyone. I'm not saying it's secure, but just make it fundamental or like a mandatory subject or like part of the curriculum.
The only time in any of the subjects I did here where the really was in business, I think that's like the worst one to just
I mean, it used to be the economic alliance, so I guess that when it comes to it, it's also more about morals in a sense. But then my dad would say, well, we definitely want to see it. But I don't know.
It is like a sense of like sort of shared. I think it's moral through economics, which is weird to think of. And it is also just such a. It is just more like you just go across the board and you don't just